Google low-value content AdSense problem. Displaying adverts on your content, YouTube video, articles, blog posts and website is one of the simplest ways to make money off your website and is typically the first choice of most new content creators. Are you struggling with getting your Google AdSense approval? Probably the reason may be due to low traffic and not meeting up with the requirements. However, most bloggers struggle to obtain Google AdSense approval, with frequent reason being the low value content problem. It is disappointing to receive this notification in your AdSense dashboard after putting in months of effort, optimization and ranking. Let's look at it as per Google's explanations. These are content that has no value to the users, such as excessive obscene or profane language, repetitive content, irrelevant content, and so on. In other words, Google wants your website content to be valuable enough that visitors will want to see ads while they are reading through it. However, after you have put out your best efforts to write valuable content, your website gets rejected, and the reason still is low value content. So how do you get to YouTube, blogging and website ownership and have applied for Google AdSense but got rejected because of low value content problem? Don't worry, in this video I will go over some tips that I applied and got my Google AdSense approval. I hope you can do the same to get yours approved. To solve low value content, you need to know why AdSense rejects low value content websites. What causes low value content? The reason why low value content comes into play. If you can solve the low value content problem from your website, AdSense will be approved. Let's find out more reason why has low value content and the right solution for low value content. Number 1, copying content from other websites. The first and foremost reason for low value content accounts is copying other people's content word to word and lack of originality. If you must copy other people's content, make it plagiarism free and upload it on the website. If you want to solve Google low content AdSense problem, don't copy and customize other people's content. You have to write unique content yourself. You can only take ideas from other people's content and from related content from other websites. Make your content free of plagiarism by doing keyword research. Write content targeting the keyword that has high search volume. Always write in-depth and quality content by adding resources to your content. The more content on the site, the more visitor and traffic comes to the site. Number 3, create the necessary page. The About Us, Contact Us, Privacy, Terms and Conditions pages, Disclaimer, DMCA pages are very important for a website. These pages should be carefully written. If the above pages are not on your website, your Google AdSense will not be approved and program policy issues will come up. The About Us pages should be enlarged. As a result, AdSense rejects the website. So on the About Us pages, you should write complete information about the website. Number 4, add your website to Google search engine from the beginning. Many people do not add their website to Google Webmasters. After customizing a website, first you need to add it to Google Search Console. Adding a website to the search console will not allow anyone to steal your content, and the beginning post will be indexed by Google. However, organic traffic is available to come to your website from Google, for which AdSense low-value content does not come up. Number 5. Post content regularly on the site. If you want to get Google AdSense approval and solve low content AdSense problem, you have to post on the website regularly. If you do not publish content regularly, Google may consider the site to be invalid, and this can lead to low-value content. However, you need to publish content regularly to keep your site alive. Number 6. The website must have an adequate amount of content to get AdSense account approval on the site. It is important to have a sufficient amount of content on the website. In addition, each category must have at least 6 content. Number 7. Use meta images and meta descriptions. Use an image content related and a short meta description for each post on your content. This increases the importance of the content to the Google, thereby making the website rank higher. Number 8. Use the tag. Give the website content a proper title and use that title in the content. Title of the content is one of the components used by search engine algorithm to decide the order in which to list page in search results. Also, the title is the initial hook by which you grab the attention of readers grazing at the search results page. Steps to fix low-value content AdSense problem. Here are a few changes that I made after being rejected for 4 consecutive times by Google AdSense. I changed the theme. There is no one-size-fits-all answer to the questions of whether or not using a specific theme will impact your AdSense approval, as each website is different. However, I can share my own experience with switching themes and how it affected my AdSense applications. Previously, I was using the Extra theme for my website. While there were millions of websites using Extra without any complaints, I didn't find the results I was hoping for, which may have been due to my lack of web design skill. As a result, I decided to switch to the Cadence theme. I found Cadence theme much easier to use, and I customized it to my own use. It allowed me to create the kind of format and look for the site that I wanted. In terms of AdSense approval, I don't know if switching to Cadence made a difference. Above all, I was much happier with my site's appearance. Number 2, change the logo. To be considered a high quality and trustworthy site, a site needs to have an effective design and branding. In my experience, AdSense approval can be greatly impacted by this factor. For example, my previous AdSense logo was just a simple handwritten design with my name on it, which may have read to some AdSense reviewers considering my site as low value or untrustworthy. So I made some changes to my site design and branding. That seems to have greatly improved my AdSense approval rates. I created a new logo that incorporated and simplified graphics that are more likely to appeal to AdSense advertisers. Moreover, I believe these changes helped me achieve AdSense approval much more quicker than before. So, if you're looking to improve your AdSense approval rate, It is crucial to focus on your site design and branding to create a high quality and user-friendly experience that AdSense advertisers will want to partner with. Number 3, rewrote old posts. After my site got rejected by Google AdSense, I went through all my articles and content to see what might have been the issue. I realized that some of my posts did not have enough in-depth to them and they are lacking in value. So I rewrote those posts. There were around 6 posts that I wasn't satisfied with and I changed them. Google AdSense requires high quality content to approve a site, so it is important to make sure that all of your content is up to standard. Low value content can hurt your chances of getting approval, so it is important to revise any content that you are not happy with. By taking your time to improve your content will increase your chances of getting approved for Google AdSense. Number 4, combine some posts. Another thing I did was combine various parts of my writing. When I applied for the 4th time, I had 23 pieces of content published. Then, when attempting to figure out why my site had been deleted, it occurred to me that several of my posts were similar. For example, I had a post titled "What is Canva?" and the following one was Canva featured list. As a result, I removed the previous entry and integrated its materials into the Canva feature list article. I believe this was one of the most significant reasons why I was approved for Google AdSense. And one thing I discovered after this was that after merging some of my content into one, I was left with only 19 pieces of content, but I was approved. This implies that you don't need 30 to 40 posts to obtain Google AdSense approval and even traffic. All you need is some unique, helpful, and in-depth content to get approved. Number 5, categorize the posts accordingly. To ensure my Google AdSense approval, I carefully categorize all my posts into relevant categories. By doing that, I was able to provide a more streamlined and user-friendly experience for my visitors, which Google identified as one of the most important factors in determining overall website quality. And I believe that taking these steps also helped me to successfully obtain my Google AdSense approval. Number 6, fix website links. One of the most common mistakes that new website owners make is leaving their websites with broken links. They forgot to link their buttons, menus, and social media icons. I also ran into this problem myself and found out that some of my buttons weren't linked and some of the links lead to dead pages. So I fixed it and I made sure that every link on my site was working. So I advise you to do the same if you're having problem with your AdSense approval. Number 7, so I went over my previous posts to fix grammatical and spelling mistakes, and Grammarly was instrumental in helping me with this task. After checking with Grammarly, I found that there was so many grammatical errors and even type errors. So here is my advice. Even if you are confident in your English writing capability, I suggest that you check your content for common errors with Grammarly or CopySpade before submitting your site to Google AdSense. These were the steps I took to obtain my Google AdSense approval. If you're having trouble getting approval for Google AdSense, hopefully these tips can help out. Remember, high quality content is the key to getting approved. Apart from the changes I mentioned above, there are some common things that you should be considering before applying for Google AdSense. Let's have a look at the checklist before applying for Google AdSense. Consider the list below as requirements for your approval for AdSense. Make sure you've added relevant pages to your site. These pages should include an about pages, a contact me pages, a privacy page, and your site must also be active for at least 6 months. This is to ensure that your site is not a fad or short-lived website. Make sure your site has useful content relevant to your niche and your target audience, such as a blog or informative content and video. Google AdSense will not approve sites that contain low quality or spammy content. Make sure to have a menu in your header that links to the website page. If you do not have a menu in your header, it is best to add it before applying for Google AdSense, as this is an important requirement in the approval process. A foot menu is also necessary, and each link should lead to a relevant content. Advertisements. Add relevant pages to your post, as this can help you make your post more engaging and interesting for your visitors and advertisers. Make sure all your posts have at least more than 600 words. I prefer more than 1,000 words. It is also advisable to have a Facebook account, Twitter account, or other social media accounts associated with your site in your website. This will show that you are actively engaged with your audience, and it will help you to improve the quality of your site. Include affiliate link disclosure in the post with sponsored link. Make sure this notice is visible in your account from the beginning. Make sure to add your website to Google Search Console so they can be crawlable by search engine. Do not forget to add a beacon to your site. This also helps to show that your site is professional and not just a fly-by-night type of website. Create a professional-looking logo for your site. Check all your posts and pages to make sure that they don't have broken internal and external links. Take the time to read and understand Google AdSense content policy if you really want to succeed with AdSense. Find Google publisher policies here and familiarize yourself with its policies. The rejection message usually contains links to Google resources that can help you understand the quality of content needed for the best user experience. Read and understand Google Publishers Policy. My advice is that you should take the time to read, understand, and implement the information provided in the Google AdSense policy. This will help you improve your content to meet the required standard. Google can only license and accept you into the program when there is a low chances that you will not violate and lower their standards. They make sure you have a good understanding of the content policy and standard requirements and publishers policy. Implementing this checklist will get your Google AdSense approved. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out videos on low value content AdSense programs and more. Check out this playlist of my top 10 videos of making money online, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.